Are you struggling to gain respect as a man? I got two words for you, fellas. Follow through. Follow through. Now, I was talking to my homie Christian last Friday, and I love that brother. He always brings out an intellectual and philosophical side of me that I truly appreciate. And there's a great value to surrounding yourself with and getting close to people who do bring that side out of you. Brotherhood is very powerful, and it's important to have brothers in your life, but it's even more important to have brothers in your life who bring the best out of you. So we were chopping it up, and we got on the topic of respect and how do you get respect as a man? And the subject of my podcast came up. This will be my fourth episode. And I was giving him some background of how my podcast had been received. And a lot of people had respect for me just for starting, just for following through on what I said I was going to do. Gentlemen, follow through. Follow through. As a man, you need to be dependable and reliable. People need to be able to take you at your word. I know in this new generation of bloviators and liars and scam artists that boasting and false bravado is now in vogue. But let's get back to old, reliable. You want respect? Be a man of your word. Be reliable. Be dependable. Follow through. Follow through. Now, I'd like to delve into three sections in this podcast. Um, on a micro sense, what it means to follow through. On a macro sense, in a larger sense rather, what it means to follow through. And I'll address the obvious, what if I fail? And why it doesn't matter. So on a micro sense, on a day-to-day basis, when you follow through, you will be respected by your friends, your family, your coworkers, your loved ones. It's the little things. If you tell your wife, honey, I'm going to take out the trash today. Take out the trash. If you tell your kids, hey, I'm going to take you to the park today. We're going to play catch. Well, come hell or high water, take your kids to the park to play catch. I think we complicate simple things sometimes. And yes, I know it's hard as a man in today's society to get respect, but it should be. How many times have I heard and seen on social media and in an anecdotal sense where kids are like, yeah, my dad told me he'd take me here, or we would do this or that, and you never follow through. You never follow through. But yet you want and you demand respect. Why should your kids or your wife respect you when you can't do simple tasks, when you can't follow through? If your wife asks you to go to the store and get some milk and eggs after work, go to the store and get some milk and eggs after work. We have so many excuses as men sometimes. It bothers me. Well, I'm tired. Well, I had a long day at work. Newsflash. As a man, don't make excuses, find solutions. Get the job done come hell or high water. I emphasize doing this in a micro sense, because it's so important on a day-to-day basis to do what you say you're going to do as a man. Real men, great men, are made on a day-to-day basis. You should wake up as a man and be ecstatic that you have to prove yourself again today. It doesn't matter how great of a father you are, or how great of a brother you are, how great you are at work. It doesn't matter. Relish the day to day. Relish the little tasks. If your kids want to go to the park, take them there. If you tell your kids, we're going to Disneyland, within the month, we're going to Disneyland, then take them to Disneyland within the month. If you tell your kids, hey, I'm going to pick you up from school at 4:00, then you had better be there at 4:00. See, life passes us by sometimes. I talk about this with people. Life passes us by so fast sometimes because we don't relish the day to day. No, we dread it. I noticed that from so many men. I'll talk to them and they hate the day to day. It's Monday and they're talking about Friday and Saturday. Brother, it's Monday. What are you talking about Friday or Saturday for? Relish the day to day. They're moping, they're complaining. Oh, I hate Mondays. Why do you hate Mondays? You should be thankful to God that you woke up, that you get to see your kids and you get to see your wife and you get to prove yourself again. Greatness is a day-to-day thing. Greatness is an everyday thing. But in order to obtain that greatness, you must cherish the day to day. You must make the days count. Do not count the days. Do not count the days. Make the days count. Value the day to day in a micro sense. Follow through. At work, if you say, I'll have that paper done at 4:00 by the end of business today, then have that paper done. If you tell your wife, we're going out to dinner tonight, I'll pick you up at 8. Pick her up at 8:00. I don't care what business meeting you forgot about or what call with somebody that you have to take. No. Be a man of your word. As a man, your word is bond. Your word is bond. We wonder sometimes, how did I lose it all? My wife doesn't respect me. My kids don't respect me. My coworkers don't respect me. Well, do you follow through? In the micro sense, do you follow through? Can I depend on you? Can I rely on you? Are you available when you say you're going to be available? Are you consistent? Are you consistent? Be truthful with yourself. And I think you'll find the answer. So, gentlemen, I'm calling upon you today in a micro sense on the day to day basis that we should be cherishing, follow through. Whether it's your kids, your wife, or your girlfriend, your coworkers, strangers, even whomever you meet as a man on a day-to-day basis, make it a habit of following through and relishing the little things. Folks, we are all a compilation of our continued habits, patterns, and behaviors. All of us. And if you make it a habit to keep your word on a day-to-day basis, to do the little things that you told your kids and your wife and your coworkers and your friends that you would do, if you make it a habit to follow through on the micro level, I promise you, you'll start getting that respect and your life will change. Now, let's delve into what it means to follow through on a macro level, on a much larger level. As a man, you need to be ambitious in some way, shape, or form. Now, ambition is a good thing. Granted, you don't abuse that. I'm not asking you to become immoral to gain a promotion at work or to acquire some large sum of money. No, I'm asking you to seek to be the best version of yourself. I'm asking you to dream bigger, to think large, to go beyond. On a macro level, as a man, you need to have goals. You need to have dreams. You need to have a vision. Some of us are just so apathetic as men. And it's pathetic. It's not attractive. But then we ask ourselves, why don't women respect us? Why don't our kids respect us? Why don't strangers respect me? Why don't my coworkers respect me? Why is my personal life terrible? Fellas, because people can sense as a man when you have no ambition. There's no excuse for any man in the world to not have ambition, to not have goals and dreams and a vision for what he wants his life to be and what he wants his life to mean. Find your purpose. Find your why. Why am I here breathing on God's green earth that he created? Why? Find it. Find your why. Seek your why. Find it. Find out why you're here. Why is your heart still beating? Why are you still breathing? But you can't find that out if you have no ambition. If you have no ambition as a man, I ask you, what are you doing with your life? And why do you expect people to respect you? Why? Why? And so many men I talk to will try to conflate ambition with how many women he can get to sleep with him or how much money he can acquire. I'm not talking about that type of ambition. No, I'm talking about a sanctified and righteous ambition. That's what I'm talking about. Every man can be ambitious because what being ambitious entails is being the best version of yourself. Fellas, close your eyes. Let's do a thought experiment. You're on your deathbed. You're lying there. Your kids are there. Your wife is there. With tears in their eyes. Would you be able to look them in the eye and tell them, I gave everything I had? Could you tell your wife, honey, I gave you everything I had. I tried to be the best husband. I tried. I tried to be the man of your dreams, a man that would deserve such a great and honorable and virtuous woman as yourself. I tried. Could you do that in earnest? Could you do that? Could you look your kids in the eyes and tell them, oh, my son, my daughter, I love you so much. I tried to be the best father that I could be. I tried. And I love you. Could you earnestly tell them that right now? God forbid, but right now, if you were on your deathbed, could you tell them that? And lastly, yourself. At death's doorstep, could you tell yourself, I gave every single thing I had to be the best man I could be? I tried. Lord, I tried. Can you do that? Well, fellas, if you can't do that, that's a problem. Every day is a blessing. Any one of us could be 6 feet under like that. As a man on your deathbed, can you tell yourself, I gave everything I had. I followed through every single day on something I said I would do in the micro sense, and in the macro sense, I followed through. I tried to be the best version of myself. I set goals. I had a dream. I had a vision that I fought like hell to make a reality. Follow through in the macro sense, fellas. Follow through. Aim to be the best version of yourself. Now, I want to delve into The big question at hand. Well, what if I fail? My grandfather told me something many, many times as I was growing up. I was so competitive and I'm still competitive. I hate to lose. I hate to lose more than I love winning. And if anybody knows me, they will tell you how much I love to win. You know what my grandfather told me? God rest his beautiful soul. He said, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. So my response to you as men, well, what if I fail? You are the man in the arena, and there is always honor in that. But there is no honor in never trying and never dreaming and never having any type of vision, no ambition to be the best version of yourself. As Martin Luther King said, if you're a janitor, be the best janitor that you can be. Take pride in your work. I don't care if you're a butler, if you're a manager, if you're a CEO, if you work a 9 to 5, if you work in the public sector or the private sector. Take pride in what you do and try to be the best. And if you fail, just remember that you were the man in the arena, and it's not whether you won or you lost. It's how you played the game. Don't cheat the game of life. Don't cheat it. In a micro sense as well as a macro sense. Aim to be the best you can be. Forget about the results. Play the game the right way. Play to win the game. That's why we're living. That's why we're here as men. We're here to win. But you cannot win if you let a fear of failure stop you. Not only will people not truly respect you, I say this with love in my heart, but as a man, you don't deserve respect if you let a fear of failure stop you. You don't deserve it. Be the man in the arena. Do not let a fear of failure stop you from being great. Play the game of life the right way. If you tell your kids you love them, well, then follow through. If you love your wife, well, then follow through. If you love your friends, follow through. If you want respect, then follow through. Do what you say you're going to do. Do it. Say, you know what? I'm going to start that podcast. Start it. I'm going to get that promotion. Go get that promotion. I'm going to get straight A's this semester. Go get it. I'm going to get my college degree. Go get it. I'm going to get my high school diploma. Well, then go and get it. I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. Well, then go and be a millionaire. Do everything you can on a day-to-day basis to follow through on what you say you're going to do. Do not fear failure. Fear never trying. Folks, gentlemen, don't be the man that never tried. I'm begging you, try to be the best version of yourself, because that's when you'll find out why you are here. That's when you'll find out your purpose. Relish being the man in the arena, whether you are victorious or not. Relish being the man in the arena that is life. Thank God every day that He woke you up and gave you a chance to be great. Relish the day-to-day menial tasks, because those tasks are what make you great. Greatness is not a light switch. You cannot turn greatness on and off. No, greatness is an everyday thing, a 24/7, 365 mindset and disposition. That is what greatness is. It is not whether you win or you lose. It is not a matter of failure. It's a matter of effort and trying. Gentlemen, if you were on your deathbed right now, could you say I gave everything I had? If you can't say that to yourself, and it's okay, you're breathing, you're watching this video, so there's still time. Make it a habit to follow through. Follow through. Follow through. I fear the man who has tried and failed 10,000 times. I don't fear the man who has succeeded a couple of times. Because the man who has failed 10,000 times has an iron will. He is unbreakable. He will not stop. He will either succeed or he will die trying. And gentlemen, I'm calling upon you to be a man who will either succeed in a righteous manner, not immorally, or doing any illegal or shady things. No, I'm not talking about that. Be a man who will succeed in a righteous and morally upright and virtuous manner, or will die trying. Don't be the man who succeeded a couple of times. You won a couple of awards. No. Be the man who's failed 10,000 or 15,000 times. But the man who is the ultimate success, because he failed and he failed and he failed and he failed again. But through that failure, he found success because he became the best version and the highest version of himself by never letting fear of failure stop him. And ultimately, that's what makes you a success, is the willing to confront that ugly beast that is failure and losing for a chance at that beautiful oasis that is winning. And if you are willing to stare failure in the face and say, I will not let you stop me, then, gentlemen, you are a winner. You have already won. Because you are playing the game of life the right way. Gentlemen, I implore you, as a man, getting respect entails many things, and being fulfilled entails many things. But let's start today with something we can control, and that's following through. Follow through. Godspeed, soldiers. May the good Lord Jesus Christ fill you with the courage and the valor that it takes to aim to be the best version of yourself and to follow through. Thank you for tuning in to episode 4 of the King Charles podcast. I love you all. May the good Lord Jesus Christ's grace and favor shine upon you all. Thank you.